Where
the bar, just a fun class to learn and groove with. Bar to make money with the PL folks once you 54. Did you ever do that, Donald? Did you ever do the power leveling stuff in Charduk?
No, nowhere. What Chardock or they might even be talking about in other places. I don't know, but I never did PO groups at all. PO people sell POs. No.
That was a lot of money back in the day in Charduk, man.
yeah, that was a whole different
Thousands of plat for like
craziness.
less than an hour.
Yep. I almost got there right before they shut it down. I was trying to get there with my wizard so I could be a part of it.
When I
That
was
supernova going.
when I was in DNUSR, they would, you kind of got to get the camp to do it. You know what I mean? And they would run people in and out of there all the time, dude, getting people levels up and stuff.
All right, so there's only these couple rooms, right?
In that one over there. Yeah.
Then the water.
Yeah, the water, you can go in there. Just be aware you can especially in dog form, you can kind of get stuck on those stairs pretty easy.
Be very careful of the scryer.
Oh, we could do the scryer, dude.
Scryer can slow, and he also is an enchanter.
Anybody have enduring breath they can give him, just in case he has to feign it out there on the water? I don't think he will have to, but just in case he does.
I don't think I have scales. If I had it, I don't have scales.
2 Link gonna be on for a little while. Yeah, all night tonight.
Oh no.
I like not being resisted.
Let's see.
This is easy mode for me.
Kind of sucky Olympics for us. Plus, I don't know how NBC is even worse with their coverage this year. Oh my God, I completely, totally agree with you on that one. They are horrible. All I want to watch is curling. I know it's not the greatest sport in the world, and most of you guys are like, "What in the world is wrong with you?"
No, that's actually a fun sport to watch, just because of how much skill it takes to do it.
I like it. It's relaxing, and they won't play it for more than like 5 minutes at a time. And when they do play it, they won't stop talking or insulting people. Man, they're insulting people all the time, dude. What is their issue with that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Especially figure skating. Jeez. They were so rude that first day.
Did you guys hear about the conspiracy situation about the vert snowboarder? That they didn't know they could get down. I ask you for a teleport tools. Yeah. There was a person who's from America and they wanted to get into the Olympics. So what they did is they went to the other nationalities' country and tried out for the Olympics. And all you had to do is be in top 30 in vert. So, or do it.
Oh shit! I got the scryer. Is that good, bad?
Say, please make sure that goes off on your card, because right now is not a good time for that to come out of my checking account. Like,
yeah,
seriously.
you just spelled the crap out of me.
That's fine. Thank you. I love you. I don't mean to be weird about it. I'm sorry. I thought I muted myself. My bad.
What ended up happening is they got into the Olympics without any skill. Whenever they actually had their turn come up, they did no tricks at all. They just went down the hill, up the vert, down the vert, and that's it the whole time. And they had to go 2 rounds, and that was it. They came in last place, and the whole point was that they wanted to be in the Olympics.
They made it though, man. They found the loophole in there, and they got there.
And it was in the bylaws. Can somebody invite Kill
What's he gonna be doing?
I'm translocating him after this fight.
All right. So I want to make sure we save a spot for Choops. The one that I watched on was the guy from South Korea who was doing, I believe it was called the skeleton run. It's the bobsled where you lay down on your stomach, single.
Yeah.
And they were talking to him, and apparently he never had a course to practice on. All he had was like a weird sled on concrete or something to do the course with. And they built the course just for the Olympics, and like 3 or 4 months beforehand, he actually got to practice for the very first time, and then he won like gold. So all I kept thinking about is, wow, the guy who's never actually done the sport It's the guy who goes home with the gold. You never know. You just never know, man. There's still people out there.
Sean White won. I mean, that was kind of expected, though.
Tiro Game 6, I started in Keno's level 1 Bard. Alright. Keno's is what Cypher was saying is a good spot.
Can you invite this guy also?
Oh my god, I missed the ramp.
He's got to leave the group. That one dude, that one cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I think since he's zoned, I can't boot him out. I might be able to boot him out. I'll see here in a second. How you liking Poland over here, by the way? Shix, or you...
It's not bad at all. I mean, it's kind of rough in the water trying to get up those steps, but other than that, it's not bad. This was a pretty long pool. This was almost from the very front.
Do you want a levitate? Will that help, or...?
Might.
Get out of those stairs a little bit easier, might.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, depending on how you like it. I'll give it to you if you don't want it, just click it off. Or if you want it again, remind me, however we're going to say it.
You want me to toss the other guy and invite you, Cypher?
One sec.
You're supposed to be nuking, dude. You're supposed to be nuking.
I nuked myself out on the scryer. Yeah, invite him.
How's your mana?
Wow, he just paid for both of him and that other guy because the other guy gave me nothing. He just gave me 100 money. He gave me 100 monies.
He's splitting that with the group, right?
100 money sound good, man. I mean, 100 flat sounds even better, but
it was more than that. It was,
RMT,
it was
dude.
more than
RMT.
that's right. You know, they're watching, man.
Yeah.
They're always watching.
And they'll change your name, dude.
How's your mana, Donald?
Oh, I'm good. 65 almost. I got...
Never mind,
pop.
we got pops.
I got
Pops.
POTG and crack right now, so live it up while you can, kids.
Yeah, we want our crack, man.
Crack is good.
Might be getting paid
Nice,
to
I
level
can get-
Gildy's Bard 56 to 60. I was streaming that, folks. Watch.
Who needs a backpack?
I think they mean like paying plat, not cash.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't think he'd go with the real money thing.
You know.
Let's see.
Other people are
25 decks and 5 stamina is what he's saying to go with.
for a bard.
To start with.
I went charisma.
25 charisma
I can
and 5 decks?
Yeah, because you can get dex items pretty easy.
That's what I did. I went with 20 points into charisma, and then I think I went with I forget if they have the 75 agility or not, but you need to have 75 agility on every character you make, or you get a penalty.
Really?
It's a significant penalty, yeah.
Yeah, so if they have 75 or higher agility, then I probably went into strength or something like that on cords.
So where's this tunnel go? Should I be going down there?
No, that's the basement. I mean, you could,
go down there.
but
Just don't get lost.
people pull from there.
I get lost pretty easy. There, it gets clear out here.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely take a look down there. Just like I said, if you have enduring breath, so much the better.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Can I? Yeah, I gotta take this wolf form off. I can't tell when I'm sitting.
They've been playing a lot of medal competitions after prime time, and athletes have won a lot of medals during that time. Plus, I'm not even kidding. I have seen only one medal ceremony. Really just not pleased with the way they're doing it. I watched one, and I don't remember what it was for, like something to do with skiing. And I know that's so super vague, considering it's the Winter Olympics. But they gave out teddy bears. And I'm like, where are the medals? Like, they literally gave them teddy bears as their prize. So, little cheap, baby.
You alright?
I got one coming if I can find my way out.
You may be pushed up, so you need to go down then up again.
Can't get out of the water.
There's a little nook here.
Yeah,
show you after
I'm
this
there.
one.
I just can't get out of it.
Here, Shix, go to the other side and go up that ledge and then run across with your love. Unless you quit glove off.
Gotcha.
That's easier.
No,
That's why I gave you love. I mean, that's what I do with love. I only try to come up that without being high enough in the air.
Yeah, I mean, There's that little lip. That's the only way I know how to get up.
This is KC, by the way, for those of you who are just joining us. Karnors Castle.
Anybody need any buffs? Sorry.
I just need a
down
selfie,
most of
please.
them. So
Yeah, most of mine are gone. I'm slowed.
I got regrowth. Talisman is blinking, and protection of the glades, and that's pretty much it.
I'll give you guys all haste first, and then I'll start buffing the tank, and then the chicks peel.
Bard stats are Dex for HP, everything else really Charisma only if you know you're going to charm lol all the time.
Which is what I do.
I went charisma because I like being able to charm and lull and all that.
I went charisma and I charm kite. Probably if I'm solo, it's charm kite.
Same here. But in groups, I love lull pulling.
Terrace says, mana is overrated. I haven't seen that name in such a long time. Actually, Cypher just joined that
Yeah, I just joined it because there was a really cool druid who gave us protection of the glades who had it. There's only 2 people in the guild, but still, it's the matter of the name. It's really cool.
Actor says, Charisma is also very easy to get.
That's true.
But do you find
A lot
that you
of
start it with
equipment.
so much that you can concentrate on other things like AC or?
I mean, if you do crossbone or if you do black burrow, being able to lull without any issues right off the bat is really nice, and having that charisma helps. But that said, in-game bards, they don't do that in raids. They deal more with resists. They deal with kiting mobs around while other people are killing the rest of the mobs, or killing one at a time, that kind of stuff. So I could see going the Dex route more.
Yeah, it's not like you're an enchanter where you better put every point into charisma, or a warrior where you want like every point into stamina. Bards
Or Dex.
do so many things. I mean, there's just so many things you could put it anywhere and it wouldn't be a bad choice. I mean, wisdom would be stupid, but
Intelligence is.
Yeah.
I mean, how much does intelligence help you whenever you have one meditation?
well, it
Mana
does
pool?
help your mana pool, but that's about it.
Yeah. Does mana items help your mana pool on a bard? I didn't think they did.
Yeah, I think they did.
Intelligence.
I'm sure they would. And raw mana, yeah.
Let's see.
I know it takes me forever whenever I die to get mana back.
You can get Flowing Thought. Helps your mana regen if you get that.
Really?
That helps Bard's mana.
I didn't know about that.
You want the Scryer again, or no?
Sure. Has a chance to drop good loot.
So
Alright, well.
that would be just like the shoulders, right? That's the only item that bards can get with Flowing Thought, or can they use the Brain of Chasm?
No. They could do the shoulders. They could do.
Is there a helm or something?
I think the brain works.
I thought there was a helm.
No, that's the Shadow Knight. Shadow Knight Paladin helm. The
damn.
Randy.
He dispelled my levitate. You
Um,
of all the buffs.
here, look, right. See right here.
I got it.
How
I got it.
not there, but I mean, right here. There's a little lip that allows you to jump up onto it and then finally up
Okay,
here.
instead of going down the middle.
Yeah. Does he have a dagger? No.
No, but he's
And
slow.
I'm rooted.
He might have armor then.
Do you have the Cobalt boots, AC?
I believe I do. Let me look. If I
Clicky
do, I'm
strength.
not using them.
Yeah, they're nice to have if you're by yourself or
I
something.
do.
Or
Yeah, I do have the Cobalt.
someone that doesn't have a buff. All right.
I need to get a few more pieces.
I
I think
always
there's the
use-
helmet and something
Oh wow.
else.
He needs to. AOE.
Once you can charm, just get charisma rings. Intel also helps, gives you a longer mana pool to charm more. I think I had just 140-ish charisma while leveling. Yet mana intel make mana pool larger.
Pop.
Oh, we got pops. Yeah.
That
it's a name,
is
too.
the names, yeah.
It just depends on how you're gonna play your bard. I mean, I did
Yeah.
mostly charisma because then I got like the other gear. To be honest, I mean, to be honest, I'm just trying to build my character best I can. But I do charisma because I like to, lull, charm.
I mean, if you plan to
ez a
kite,
lot.
if you plan to kite a lot, gear doesn't even matter. To be honest,
No, if you're swarming, you can swarm
It's-
naked.
yeah, all you need is an instrument to boost your dots. Add pulling it over.
Yeah, that gear is not going to save you if you get hit when you're
Nope.
swarm kiting.
It may help you from one hit, but if you're getting hit by 16 mobs, that stun is
Yeah.
to death.
Yeah, if the pack catches up, you're done.
Who is Karnor, and why did he build a castle in the middle of nowhere? Actually, I do not know the storyline behind the castle. Imagine it has
How did,
something to do with the named down in the basement, right?
Yes.
Right? I mean, he's the big dog in the area,
Is he?
isn't he? Like, is there somebody bigger than him here? Because I don't.
I don't
No,
know
yes,
of
it's-
Oh,
any mob named Karnors.
No, not Karnors.
Mineral Sathir.
Yeah, it's, well,
Those are okay.
add or mobs.
It's good for a shaman at low level.
Yeah, why are those no drops?
Does
It's
it
silly.
make you run all the way over here at like level 1 to see if you can get it? At least the bracer that drops over here in the hand room is actually decent. All the way up to like level
Yeah.
52, 53. I mean, I see people still wearing that.
And a lot of people, I
got
have it. I still wear it.
I'm hoping somebody's real nice and gets the pipe to drop and just says, "Anybody want it?"
Yeah.
I have it for you. I already
Oh,
have
you
it
do
for
have
you.
you have the KC pipe?
Yeah. We just need to get a chart group going one of these days.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Wow, this guy's blinding me like crazy.
I mean, if we wanted to do that, I could bring my it'd probably be best if I re-gear my wizard and bring him. That way we have a way out.
I am at 35 ammo, just so you know.
I believe there's still 2 more mobs that are gonna pop, right? One's in the little tent area.
Yeah.
All right.
You still have your clarity on, or did that fade?
I got clarity and POTG.
I have clarity and yeah.
This would be rough without that, to be honest.
Well, he is
Maybe.
pulling pretty deep, so we could slow it down a little bit if your clarity fades. But
Yeah, I mean, I've been pulling from the very front of the moat
No, we're doing good.
and some from the basement.
Triple Lazzle.
I'm almost level 2 at the moment, so I could start swarming.
Yeah.
One tip on that one, dude. You're gonna do it anyways because everybody does, but just be very, very careful about your swarm song when you go back into town to sell. Make sure you turn it off.
Yes.
who
Did you
does that?
start in? Did you start in Kinos, or in Freeport, or where'd you start?
Kinos. He went in Kinos. Go ahead and random guys for
Um,
100 on that one.
If you pull the bugs,
14.
which is the slowest mob there, and you go all the way to the left, like if you're looking out from where the guards are, go to the left. There's a monk that passed back there, but that whole area is nice and open. It's a good place to swarm kite.
Where are you talking? In
Kinos?
Kinos.
from super low, like through like
Yeah.
level 5 or 6.
No, like level 2, you can start swarming the beetles. All you have to do is attack one, and then grab all the others. And then there's a area on the left-hand side that is open. Nothing else is there except for a monk, and you just need to make sure your song is turned off whenever you come around the monk, and then turn it right back on once you pass them. It gives you like a huge area, much bigger than where we're at right now. That's what I did, at least.
Pull the beetles and run around and let the fire beetle social group aggro them all.
Yep.
Man, I tried doing that at level 2, and I've never done kiting like that before. So trying to stay within range, because your area isn't really huge.
Well,
so you got to strafe.
Then you gotta strafe, and then you have to use your mouse to turn close enough that you can actually see them,
but not
in the lower right or left hand corner of your screen.
Yeah, Octo did a stream here. I'm gonna feign this. Should be 2 if you can tag one after the other one leaves. Or root them, it doesn't matter either way.
What you said to me?
What I'm just trying to get at is I would start small. I would start with like 1 or 2 mobs until you get the hang of actually swarm kiting. Don't start with 20 because you're probably just going to end up dead.
Yeah, Octo does tutorials every now and then. Where did that go? He did one a couple weeks ago where he got on a level 1, got him to 2, and then started swarming the beetles in Karnors.
I did that on my No Time to Res character, but they ended up dying like 5 minutes after that video.
Alright, so we might have to chill after this one for a minute. Sounds like mana's low and our Shadow Knight.
Yeah, health is low. So I mean, look at the... Are we talking to this lizard guy saying maybe you should not be using your highest aggro spells when we have a wear?
It's fine. He's higher level than me anyways. Not to channel drop. I might have a VOD still up that covers how to swarm in Karnors. Octo, you're more than welcome to throw your link in there if you want to, man. I've watched your videos. We've hung out before, so go for it, man. Back to being a fat ogre. Back to reality. You know, but he's such a sexy ogre, guys. You know you love to see the fat guy dance, right? Look at that jiggle, man. He's so proud. That is right. You can't get
Sitting
much better
as
than
the
that.
wizard dance. The wizard don't dance. They just sit.
I don't know, what do XR do?
I think you guys flip your tails around. Oh, there you go.
You get the hands in the air like you just don't care.
You guys got to have like little maracas in your hand when you do that.
But you got to say it like, was it Jim Parsons in the movie Home, where he's an alien? He does it a completely different way than just throw your hands in the air, just like you don't care or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's yeah, the cartoon.
Yeah, animated movie.
Was that Hope?
Yeah, it's Home.
Yeah, that sounds right.
This was 2 different bards. First one I did in Freeport, and second one is in Karnors. Never really hunted in Freeport. Like, if I started in Freeport, which never really happened, but if I did start in Freeport because I bound over there for some reason... Oh, sorry, man. I didn't realize
that's my fault. I came too far out.
I should have been free.
Back up. There's one rooted.
Which one? The Curate?
Guardian.
Guess we'll go with the healer first.
That wasn't me. That was not.
Did that dude go agnostic with his bard or no?
That's a good question. Do you guys believe in doing the deity stuff? Is there anything worthwhile for somebody who starts in Karnors?
I would say on bards and enchanters, go agnostic every time.
Just better for you in the long run? There's nothing really good? Because I know clerics, if you start over as like a dark elf, you get some pretty good stuff. That snare necklace can be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a deity and you go to, say, so you put as a bard, you put on your dark elf illusion mask. If you worship a good deity, they're still going to kill you.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you know, he could have actually gone human starting in Karnors. He could have made money by selling those Antonian javelins once he got money to fund blacksmithing.
If he likes doing trade skills. Some people don't like doing it.
Yeah.
It's super
I mean,
slow in
and
this game for sure.
Especially blacksmithing. Well, actually,
all
that's
of
not. That's all
It's easy
of
to
them.
get to 50 or 60, but after that is when it becomes a chore.
Money. It's all about the money.
Actually got my blacksmithing and my brewing up to like 60 today for both, just so I could
Nice.
do the stuff for
Peppers?
those. No, I did. Well, I made throwing knives or throwing axes, but mainly it was for the Black Panther skin to do the William whatever that's required boning for the
Right. For Black Panther.
yeah.
Well, if you've have you thought about going and doing pottery up to what is it, like 130 or 180 or something like that, and you can make the gate potions for Thurgoden?
All right, I'm gonna feign this just outside.
Do the pottery in Thurg for sure. That is one of the best places for it. Otherwise, there's he got it. He got both of them. Well, to his defense, he did grab it early, but there was only one that he could see, so maybe he just didn't wait. He's supposed to.
Well, he may not. He's not listening. I mean, he doesn't hear me.
Right.
So.
Still, a little bit more careful might help him out in the long run.
And even if he is, he's probably delayed.
Level 1 through 5. Skeletons are the best money makers. Sell weapons and cloth to get backpacks and songs. Keep the bone chips and sell those for about 10 plat a stack, if you can.
Yep. Or you
Or
can
do
use them
the-
yourself.
There's a bone chip quest right there in that newbie zone.
That's true, but don't they usually peak out around level 4 or 5?
No. The one in well, it depends on where he starts. The one in Kaladin will get you to level 11
Wow.
pretty quick.
That's pretty nice. The one over in the High Elf City, that thing sucked. You could do like your first 1 or 2 levels, but by the time you figured it out, you were already past it.
I mean, even if you start as a dark elf, it's better just to do the wine quest for 2 or 3 levels.
If you can afford it. I mean, wine's not super expensive,
Yeah.
but at that level, you probably don't have even the money to waste on that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I went agnostic. All right, he just got to level 2 and bought his drum, but I don't think you can use the drum at level 2, right?
No,
You
not
have
until
to-
level 8.
You have to unlock that in your guild trainer.
Yeah, that's a level 8 thing, I think, for all instruments.
Brass is like 12 or something.
Yeah. Actually, there's one that's earlier, but
The
it's
loot?
not one that you use on anything.
I think the loot was earlier, level 5 or something, right?
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
stringed is 8, I think.
Yeah. I know if you at level 4 it's a really good experience quest, but it's long. If you go to I think his name is Cassius in Kinos at the Kinos guy.
He's gonna get both.
That makes sense. I don't know.
Is what
which
it
one
is.
isn't being hit?
The curate. I think we always go for the other one besides the curate because he's such a pain in the butt. Humans suck and you're blind. Yeah, I mean, you're true.
That is true.
But, like
I
Tara's
mean,
saying... Go ahead.
if you look at Hans's videos, I mean, it sucks so bad.
I mean, like,
I
Tara was saying, though, on hers, that night blindness is not much of an issue on P99 due to the titanium client, and she's completely right. You guys remember it being darker, or no? Because I remember zones such as Kithakor Forest, or the one right outside of Khazad-dûl being so dark, people would sit at the entrance waiting for daylight to come. And I'd never see that anymore.
I think that's out of fear.
Well, out of fear,
Yeah.
and just that you can't see anything. It's just pitch black everywhere.
Oh shit! I forgot we had one back there. You wanna? I'll just feign these off.
Yeah, you should be far enough away.
um
Oh, no, we got them all.
no.
All right, let me peel one off, and I will move them away so you guys can root them.
I forgot we had 2 on the last pool.
Can you root Nunnel? I don't have. I have mana for 1.
I'll off tank this one until you guys get it. I'm good. Just go kill that other one real quick. And not all your pet is on one of them. He might still be muted. He's probably talking to us as we speak. Oh, okay, it broke, and it's on his pet now.
No, I'm here. I'm eating. Sorry.
Oh, okay. You want me to get that off of your pet, dude? Because I can tank both.
No. I don't. I can either root or I can heal, but I don't have enough to do both.
I would say for heals, probably.
Because I can't. I don't have enough mana to do any actual damage.
Okay. As soon as you can root this one, let me know, and I'll switch over and get on the other one.
That one just healed again.
There we go.
The curate? Then if you can...
It's like 2 heals.
I think that's all he has in him. I think that's all he has is 2 big heals. But if he heals again, maybe we could just root him. Go kill the other 2. Learn throwing at the start. Use shurikens to pull with. Bone chips and kinos. Quest 2. Drums is level 5. String is level 8. Level 5, you get to see those.
Yeah, I think level 5 is also Salos too.
Oh my god, he healed again. Well, just root this guy. We'll switch.
Yeah.
I don't have mana.
Well, then I guess we'll burn him down again.
I have enough mana for an evac.
I don't think we're going to need the evac. I think we're good.
Alright.
We're doing a decent amount of DPS. He can't have more than 3, right? I say that, we're going to be saying the exact same thing on 5 and 6. He can't have 10 on him.
And he's rooted, but...
He's down. We'll keep going. My first tune was a human. I remember the blindness if you didn't have an item that could brighten things up a little. Even when you did. Even if you had like a light stone or a shield.
Yeah,
or
light stone.
Because there were items.
The shiny brass shield?
Yeah, there's items out there, and people would actually promote them that way. They'd be like, oh, it has 10 wisdom, and it's a light, light source.
He's casting.
He's at 0%.
There we go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some mana back after this. C is gone, by the way.
Well, if you want to cannibalize Nano, I do have tons and tons of bandages on me. Plus, I can always summon more, so you're welcome to do that once the fight's over.
I can bandage you up, too.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to take a small break.
My bind wound's at 202, so I should be able to help
Nice.
out.
Fire Beetle Eye is a light source, but it does give a red shifted light source, so it's... Do you want like the bright white light, or do you want the kind of like dull red light?
I mean, if you're in EC and you're about to go hunting and you're a human and you don't have a really good light source, you can actually ask a mage to summon a ammo slot item that will give you, I think it's like True Sight or something like that. So it's not that you have a light around you. It just changes it so that you have the quality of Dark Elf.
Right, but those are temporary items.
True, but they last as long as you're online.
The good thing about having a different color light besides white, as I remember, actually I have videos of it going to Veltz with my cleric, and he had the Charred Guardian shield on. So much ricochet, so much reflection off the walls in there, because it's just bright white walls everywhere, that I literally had to take my shield off because it was blinding me while I was looking at the screen. My eyes were actually hurting from looking at that. So if I had something that could like red shift it a little bit and it was dark, although that zone is super bright anyways, like you don't need anything extra in there, but all right, I will get the Shadow Knight bound up. Let me know if you need any bandages, Shix, and I'll switch over.
I have 5 stacks, I think.
That's if the Shadow Knight would stop moving. Pop, pop, pop.
Hurting.
Used to laugh as a dark elf wherever I would go with the group through Neriac Forest. The humans, barbarian, erudites would complain about how dark it was, even with the lighting items. That zone was our playground, though, man. Neck was just a fantastic zone to grow up in. It taught me how hard things were, because you always had those shadow wolves kind of floating around, just walking down the path that would jump on you, that were so much higher than the rest of them. And it would teach you to always watch. Don't just kind of look and be like, oh, it's another wolf that you can kill. No, it probably isn't.
I have no clue what item I have that's given. It looks like normal to me on this character. And I just took off every item individually, and none of them are giving me a light source. Maybe it's because I'm high level. I don't know, but it looks normal in here for me for some reason.
Just got my first beetle swarm done. That was intense but fun. I think he's addicted, man.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
No, once you get to see that experience bar just jump up, it grows in your veins.
Just remember to play nice with it. There are some bards that give all the other bards a very bad name by going into a zone and taking everything. That's a little harder to do now that there's a limit to how many mobs you can have on you.
Yeah. I remember I'd pull all the mobs at the spires and all the mobs at the at KFC, and I would get yelled at. And it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I saw nobody at either camp, but still I get people complaining. And I did a CC before I would do it.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody's there, go ahead and pull everything, dude. But I'd leave 1 or 2 just in case somebody does pop in. They have something to kill.
Yeah. Well, I did what Octo was saying by tagging a mob and then letting everything else tag onto it. Or I with the Aviox, because wow. Oh, never mind. It's just the shaman.
Aviox is a good place. I mean, those pearls that you could get off of them, I believe they drop black pearls every once in a while.
Yeah.
That was a big money maker on my Shadow Knight back in the day.
I think I used Snare to pull those because I wanted to make sure that they were blue or blue plus. So I would snare pull them because I don't think they add on each other unless you're really close to them.
You're getting really close, Donald.
You guys need to bandage faster.
My bandage doesn't quite do as much as Shix does. I think he's a little higher level on his. Mine's doing about 3%.
52
Do you have regeneration on?
Yeah, you're getting close.
Oh, dude, I was.
If anything spawns, you're dead.
Yeah, instantly.
Dude, I was 3% mana when they started. I'm at 52 now. They're 57 now. Hey, I like to live dangerous.
Just
awesome
saying,
dangerous.
You're the only healer. If something comes and spawns, you're dead.
Just so you know, pulled pork is amazing. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, it is. Pork in general is amazing. Usually the first light source you got as a human, a druid can just summon their own light source. Yeah, but I don't think they can do that until later on, right? What's the first level you get it?
I think it's 5.
Oh, well, that's pretty early.
Is that Summon Wisp or something? I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's 5.
Now you're not keeping up with it, Nano.
No, I think he's letting himself go back.
Not one upgrade on that. Not one tick.
Wizards get one spell that helps them with their sight. It's at level 16 called Heat Sight, but it doesn't last very long at all. I would definitely love a regen if you got it. Enough mana for it.
Hey, get that druid. That guy's leaving.
I can patch you. I can patch you to 7.
Oh yeah. There was a 50 enchanter who was LFG.
Get something. Just put him in here, and that other guy's leaving.
He's red. She's red. 52.
Tanassa?
52. All right, let's toss it.
We need some eye candy, Fever.
What?
You know what I'm saying? We need some eye candy, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tossed her an invite. She didn't take it though.
I'm not talking about your forehead, dude. Are you full mana, dude? Because you're not sitting down.
I am. Actually, I will. Give a second. Wait a minute.
I can. We're ready. 75.
Oh, I wasn't standing.
You were standing.
I wasn't though. I was kneeling apparently, or ducking. Yeah, that does nothing for me now.
Octowiz says if I was not socking, I would try to join you guys. You're more than welcome to come out later. I think Chupa is still coming out, and not sure how long the Druid's gonna stay.
I got a question for Octo, if he doesn't mind. What kind of socks do you like to poop in, dude? Like tube socks or ankle socks?
Oh, gotta be tube socks.
The old 70s kind with the rainbow colors on them?
Yeah, with the stripes at the top.
Sandals over top and sandals? Or
Are they rolling? What's going on with that?
knitted socks?
Give us the scoop.
I saw a commercial. I don't know if it's actually a real TV show or not, but they were playing the Olivia Newton-John song "Let's Get Physical," and it's two guys dressed in like the '70s outfit for workouts. You know, like the leg warmers and the wrist pad things or what. I don't know. It was ridiculous. It's supposed to be a comedy, I guess. TV show that's coming out.
I'll go ahead and pull.
No pooping for me. I said no socks in Hawaii. Just slippers. If I lived in Hawaii, I probably wouldn't wear socks either.
Incoming.
Now, can you imagine not even having to wear shoes? Like, it's just... But you guys have some rough ground out there, right? It's not just all beaches. You got that lava. What about you, Cypher? What were they wearing over in Italy, for the most part?
It was very odd over there. They would wear clothing like it was wintertime in the summertime, when it was summertime weather. I mean, it was hot, and they'd still wear full jackets with scarves and wool socks, and I don't understand how they were doing it, but the thing at the time, I guess.
Is that a cultural thing? Because I kind of do that myself. I get cold real easy. Just kind of out of the blue, so.
There's a lot of people. Whenever we were riding the bus, that's just how it was, like the style, I guess. But I'm one of those people who can go out in snow and walk barefooted, and I'm fine.
As their shoes go, I mean, what? Because you know you get a lot of those fancy shoes from Italy, but were they wearing those, or are they just wearing like flip flops?
No, they were wearing like Nikes and stuff.
Oh, okay, so it's like American style.
Yeah. Adidas was another one, and Converse. And we're talking in like 94 or something like that. 90 was whenever I went over there. I just got moused. How dare you? And he's about to wipe someone's buffs.
Not mine. Not yet, anyways.
Lizard Man is...
I think our druid still thinks we're over on the left courtyard.
Oh, are they...
That's where she went. I think she was just sitting there, and that's where I invited her. She can heal from that side, so it's working, but...
Yeah, I saw the... Can I heal her? Who's healing? I didn't realize she wasn't over here.
She's not in the wrong group. She's sitting with the wrong group.
Well, if someone invited her over there, she might have took the wrong invite.
Is it normal for the droll hogs to swim, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we got a pop.
Pop.
Oh shit! Let me.
Just one. Just a caller.
You're good.
I'll feign this right here at the edge.
Oh man! And another pop.
I'll have to learn to knit and send you some socks because you know it gets so ridiculously cold in Houston. We were just talking about that, how I have a hot tub and I've never been able to really use it.
Didn't you have like 15 furnaces or heaters or something too?
A gag
Aren't you
gift.
that guy?
Yeah, I get those every Christmas.
I went swimming today over here. The water is 50 degrees, but it's a nice change to the heat.
Summer's coming. You know you're gonna miss those cold days.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna miss those cold waters.
I don't know. I found a use for those heaters though. As I sent a few of them to Doom because he was freezing his butt off over there in the mountains. So at least some of them found a good home.
Oh, talking about him, he said he actually may be getting on Skype. I don't know about playing anything, but he said he might get on Skype this weekend.
Sweet. It'd be nice to see him again. We haven't seen him. I haven't even heard from him in a while. I know he's going through a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. And it was kind of the same thing with me with the flood. I didn't really get to have time to log on as much as I would have liked.
I asked him about Kingdom Come because he got it as well. And he said he's kind of burned out on games in general. So he hasn't even installed it. And I told him I'm playing it casual. I haven't even uploaded a video about it yet. And he just said he doesn't feel like playing games. And I guess I can understand that.
It happens from time to time. I mean, but that's why with Everquest, I play maybe once or twice a week. And I don't get burned out like some other people that just... If you play too much, you know, if you have too much on your shoulders, if you're running a guild or, you know, other things like that, it can really eat into you. And some people can handle it okay, while for me, when I was part of the leadership of a guild back in the day, it's kind of sucked all the enjoyment out.
I'm seriously thinking that Druid's over there healing now.
Yes, I think the same thing.
She might be. She'll figure it out eventually.
I mean, no, probably not. What do you think? Hey.
Well, when they all wipe and she's like, "Why weren't you guys protecting me?" We'd be like, "We aren't over there with you." My little sexy Druid. And you guys wanted her over here for like eye candy too, so you're not even getting that.
I just told her to come with me if you want to live. Someone just hung up on us too, or something.
Let's see.
I think it was Shix.
I have to learn and send you some. I need a space heater this winter. If you need a space heater, Tara, you should have told me because I can send you tons of them. I hate throwing them away, and I've donated so many to the local shelters that I don't think they want to see my face again. So.
My dog aggroed 2 mobs over there, so incoming, I think, maybe?
I don't want to steal their mobs, but...
Well, my dog's dying,
bring it in.
wherever he is. Okay, they got it, never mind. Give me back my dog, you fools! Oh, here comes one. We got
Bad
one.
dog.
I get to the point where I don't feel like playing games because I have other interests and I want to pursue them for a bit. Yeah, I wasn't talking about you necessarily, Tara. I'm just saying in general, I know people can get kind of burned out. I've gone through that myself.
How
I think
dare
anybody
you
who plays games.
This, Tara. How dare you?
I mean, that's how I've been lately with Everquest. I haven't played it very much, but that's just because I haven't felt like playing it. Also, Kingdom Come Deliverance just came out too, so it's that's probably why.
You've been getting, like, if you YouTube Kingdom Come Deliverance fails, there's like 75,000 videos right now.
Yeah.
Have you been getting any of that?
No, I'm playing it, and I am actually really enjoying it.
You did talk about some of the things that were not quite to your liking, though.
Well, I mean, I'm very picky. Like, clothing that you have you have your regular clothing like your sleepwear, and then you have an undershirt and you have an overshirt. Well, those sometimes on people will clip, and I can't stand that. I mean, you've been working on that for how long now? And you're still getting clipping issues, and that was something that was in beta 2 years ago as well.
The things I was seeing on YouTube was like horses getting stuck in midair, people flying up over top of trees.
That is true. I've had that as well.
Stuff like that.
There's a point where I was trying to come down a hill, and I got stuck on this bush, and it flung me and killed me. I thought it was funny, but then I had lost a lot of progress because it takes you using this potion that costs like 112 groschen to buy, or you can make it, and one of the ingredients is just something I haven't found out in the wild yet.
To save your game, right? You can't save your game unless you have that potion.
That's correct. Or you can sleep, I think, does allow you, does save it, but I don't know that for sure.
Yeah, but as I was telling Cypher when he was telling me about some of these issues the game was having, people give games that are in early access or beta or alpha a pass on a lot of stuff, thinking that, oh, you know, they're going to fix it eventually. I like the overall theme and aesthetics of the game, whatever the case may be, storyline. But when you have a finished launch, it's kind of a different story. You know, if the game is still broken, it's still getting all those bugs, people aren't so kind anymore. So maybe a misstep, you guys think, to say it's finished and here is the opening launch for it, or?
That's the way games are nowadays. I mean, to be honest,
I don't know, man. I think if you say an open launch as the game is done, it needs to be playable for like 90% of the people out there and not broken. Otherwise, it's still early access.
I understand what you're saying, but the game itself, they actually have a list of everything that they've added to the game. There's 4 or 5 hours of just what's it called? Cutscenes. They're long cutscenes too. They're actually full conversations between people. Every person you talk to in the game is voiced. There's, I forget how many thousands of quests and side quests and everything else.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that they haven't done a lot, and I'm not saying that the game doesn't have a lot of content. What I'm saying, though, is that a brand new player coming into your game for the very first time and has those issues happen to them, they are more likely not to stay, because there's plenty of other games out there that are already done and don't have those issues. So they might stay a little bit longer if they understand that it's early access. But when you come out with your full-fledged game, if it has big issues, even if you know about them and you're going to plan on fixing them down the road, you're doing more harm than good, I think, in the long term.
Okay, yes, that is true. But the thing is that there are people, when they buy games like that, they watch YouTube, and YouTube is resoundingly talking about the issues, and they've updated in the last 2 days.
Sorry, man.
In a row.
That's all right.
Well, YouTube's going to hurt it more, too, if they're talking about all the bad issues and they're not talking about how fantastic the game is. Think about the overall success that a game like... oh, man, I can't even think of the name now. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley was kind of a startup, very small production, one guy pretty much doing all the work himself. He did kind of hire out a few things here and there, but that thing came out, nobody really knew about it. YouTubers got a hold of it, and they loved it. They put out videos for it. It was amazing. There was nothing broken in it. And the game became a huge success story. It's kind of like the one that everybody hopes that their game will be, you know, but never really is. So if you do it right, it helps you. You do it wrong, it may not hurt you as much, but it definitely isn't helping you.
Well, I don't think it's hurting the game at all, because a lot of people bought it the first day, which is when you're going to get your bulk sales on it. The other thing is that a lot of YouTubers are saying that, yes, there's issues with the game, but all of the greatness in the game outweighs those issues, and they're issues that are being resolved with quick fixes. Like I said, it came out on Friday, and today is Wednesday, and they've released 2 hot fixes already for it.
And I hope they do it, man. I hope. I'm not trying to wish them any ill will whatsoever.
It's not like it's a multiplayer game or anything. So if people are owning it, they own it. That's not something that they're gonna get their money back on.
Yeah, but it's kind of like Mass Effect. It's kind of like Mass Effect for me. Like I got the latest one, number 4, whatever. I can't even remember the name of that one called. I think it's Mass Effect. We took your money and gave you crap in return. But yeah, that one, they fixed a lot of the googly eyes and weird facial expressions and some of the stuff that kind of broke the game. But it was already too late. I have not gone back and played it. I own the game. I can go back and play it anytime I want. But you ruined the very beginner experience for me. And I have so many other games to play, just like every other gamer out there does, that unless you make a good first impression when the game is released, fully released, you may not keep them. It's like an opening box office with movies.
I was going to pull up, but it looked like he was staying right next to the other. Yeah, he's staring again.
You can do both.
Well, I have to say that reminds me of Far.
Give me a second.
Game? Is it Farscape?
Enchanter's here.
Yeah, Ren fights Enchanter. I can root one chick, 'cause I got like 80 mana, dude.
That's so irritating.
Or she can mez it. Whoever's yeah, you got it.
I tossed it a while back.
I root one, dude. Let's move it on back.
Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.